Hi, I wanted to talk a little bit today about the Byzantine Catholic prayer rope. So this is one of them right here. I've had this for about 20 years. It was given to me by a friend. It basically is a precursor to the rosary. And I'm not saying this is a replacement for the rosary, but I do think it is an interesting piece of kit. I saw it hanging with the rosaries and I thought, that's kind of an interesting thing, so let's talk about it. I was able to dig up a little bit of information about it on the internet, and I'll try and share that with you right now. So, the prayer rope, it has other names in the Byzantine rite that I can't even pronounce, so I'm not even going to bother. But it looks like it dates back to the 4th century. Saint Pachomius the Great started the prayer rope as a way to keep track of prayers and prostrations. The most popular prayers that the prayer rope is used for is the Jesus prayer and the prayer to the Theotokos that goes, "O most holy Theotokos, save us." The Jesus prayer, I actually know that quite well. It was taught to me by the friend that gave me this, who was a monastic. He's long passed now. He taught me the Jesus prayer, and also Byzantine Catholic priest that I sometimes go to confession to encouraged me to use this prayer, and it goes something along the lines of, Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy upon me, a sinner. It's basically the prayer of the publican, if you know the parable of the Pharisee and the publican in the Gospels. The Pharisee was standing there, I'm so glad I'm not like other sinners. I give tithes. I give the best of everything that I have. I don't commit sins. I, me, mine, me too, and the gimmies. And the publican, or the public sinner, was off to the side with his head cast down, and the only thing he said was, "God be merciful to me, a sinner." So it's a very strong prayer to develop humility and keep you encouraged and hopeful in the faith. So it's kind of neat. So that's what these originally were designed for, and I believe they were in the West until the advent of the rosary. This is a really good tool to have in your kit. Saint Anthony of the Desert, the tradition holds that he used to make prayer ropes, and after Saint Anthony would tie knots for his rope, then a demon would undo them as he slept. Then one day an angel came to Saint Anthony and taught him how to tie a knot with 7 crosses. The demon could not touch the crosses and therefore could no longer untie the knots or approach Saint Anthony. And it's really hard to see on here. I'll try and bring that as close as I can. Will it clear up? Probably not. But if you look very closely at them, you can see these knots are tied and they're crossed over several times. We don't know a lot about the original prayer ropes made by Saint Pachomius. However, consensus is that he probably made his with leather. Wool is now the most traditional material to use because it comes from sheep and symbolizes that we came from Christ's flock. And this one is certainly made out of wool. Prayer ropes come in several sizes, including 33, 50, and 100 knots. This is a 100 knot prayer rope, so it has 10 decades on it. Sometimes we have beads on our prayer ropes. Red beads represents the blood of Christ. Purple beads represent his kingship. Blue is divinity. White, his holiness. And black is for our sinfulness. Not all prayer ropes use beads, and do not use all the colors if they do. This one here's got like a wood grain color. I'm assuming that's supposed to be white, so that would represent Christ's holiness. That's about just a minimal basic history of it that I could find, and I thought I'd share that with you Romans out there, you Latins. This is interesting. It's worthwhile using, at least using the prayer that you're supposed to use on these knots. You could probably make your own knotted rope and use the Jesus prayer, which I think is very powerful. But as I said, I don't think this is a replacement for the rosary in any case. I hope you have a good day today. Catholic Northman, out.